What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Elf Knight FF here, bringing you another Call of Duty Black Ops 3 gameplay. This time I'm playing some free-for-all on the map Fringe. I go 33 using my strategies or my playstyles I was talking about in my last strategy video. So if you haven't seen that yet, go check it out because it actually does work. And I'm living proof that my strategy videos sometimes work because I'm not the greatest Call of Duty player, and yet I go 30-3 in a free-for-all match. So it's pretty much individualized right there. And if I can go 30-3, that should be inspiration to you guys that hey, you guys can do it too, basically. So I'm gonna talk about shoutouts later because I did promise shoutouts if I hit 50 subscribers by Christmas. So thanks to all you guys that helped me hit 50, and thanks for watching as always. But before I talk about that, I just got one major point I want to talk about. And basically today I just want to talk about enjoying the game, taking some time to just really think about it. Take a deep breather sometimes because, yeah, it's COD. This game is going to be frustrating at times. I know that. And if you could just manage maybe to break up your rage and your happiness towards this game between 40% rage, 60% happiness, hey, that's a win in my books, just because I know you're going to have a hard time playing COD at times. Sometimes you're going to be in that lobby where you're playing a clan of 10th prestigious level 1000. Of course they're going to destroy you, right? I mean, they've been playing this game for probably 24 days total logged in already. And of course, maybe you have that much, maybe you don't. But, sometimes when that happens, you really just got to take it like a man, woman, boy, girl, whatever you are. Just take it, leave the lobby later because, they're just going to keep destroying you. But then there's times when you're in good lobbies like this where, everyone's under, 5th prestige. Everyone hasn't been playing that much. You can tell because they don't understand the spawns that well. So, if you watch my videos and stuff, you understand the spawns. You understand how to play strategically and smart. Just kind of like how I've been doing this whole game, as you notice. I'm very, cautious of where I go on the map. You're never going to see me run straight through the middle because that is death. That is death. And you're never going to see me, make any stupid gunfire mistakes or jumping mistakes when I don't have to jump because it makes sense to. But basically, yeah, you spent $60 in the game. Have fun when you play it, right? Party up with some friends, make some new friends. I don't know, you never know who you meet on COD. Of course, you're gonna meet the trolls, you're gonna meet the a-holes. But sometimes, hey, there's an opportunity to meet cool guys too. And just take a step back, like what I just did there. Flashback, kill that guy. Because sometimes you have to go backwards to go forward, right? Cliche. Let me bring out any more corny quotes. Oh, my Borderlands Handsome collection right there. Love that game, by the way. But anyways, yep, that's all I've got to say today. Enjoy your game. You spent $60 on it. So okay, so shoutouts. I'm starting shoutouts on Saturday. Basically, my channel isn't big right now, so if you do get shouted out this time, I can guarantee you I'll shout you out again later on if my channel continues to grow. Basically, because it's not fair if you only can get like 1 or 2 extra subscribers from this shout out, where you can get 20 plus later on, months from now. But basically, to get this shout out, all you have to do is comment on this video what you do to relieve stress, or you can comment anything. Let's make it a little bit more elaborate than a nice gameplay, blah 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 blah. You can even comment something like, yo, dickhead, you suck at commenting, work on it. And I'll take that to heart. I'll continue practicing. And yeah, just something more than, hey, nice gameplay. You can even say, hey, nice gameplay, come check me out, blah 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 blah. Leave it in 2 or 3 sentences. That's how you get the shout out. And for those that have been watching and commenting my videos, you have a higher chance of getting the shout out just because you have been around longer. But if you don't get shout out this week, there's always next week, and there's always the next weak after that. I've been waiting to get shout outs from other channels too. So, just like I said, be patient. That's how COD does. That's how life is. Sometimes you just gotta be patient. Anyways, thanks for watching. Video's not over. Please stick around. I do go 33. Do hit up those kill streaks. I never get the wraps though, but at 33, it's a good game. Let me know how good you guys have done on free for all. What's your guys' best score? Things like that. And thanks for watching as always. Have a good one and shoots.